Debate between Alex, atheist, and Tom, theist, on the existence of God. A large hall filled with an audience. Alex and Tom are seated at the center, ready to engage in a debate. Welcome to this important debate on the question, does God exist? Here, we have two debaters, Alex, who is an atheist, and Tom, who is a theist. They will present their arguments, and we hope this discussion will help us explore this profound question. Let's start with Alex.
Thank you. Let's get straight to the point. Tom, you believe in God. But if a benevolent, omnipotent God exists, why is there so much suffering in the world? Why do innocent children starve? And why do natural disasters claim countless lives? How can this be reconciled with the idea of a loving and just God?
That's a very important question. First, suffering in the world does not necessarily disprove the existence of God. Many philosophers argue that suffering plays a role in human spiritual and moral development. Imagine a world without any challenges. Would people strive for growth, innovation, or compassion?
But that's not enough. If God is truly loving, why allow innocent children to suffer? Wouldn't an all-powerful being prevent unnecessary pain?
Our understanding of divine justice may be limited. If this world is only a part of a greater reality, if life extends beyond the physical realm, then suffering might serve a purpose beyond our comprehension. Many theologians propose that divine justice operates on a level that transcends human perception and that this world is a test of character and faith.
Let's assume that's true. But if God exists, why is there no empirical scientific evidence for his existence? Why can't we prove his presence like we do with scientific facts?
Because God, by definition, exists beyond the physical universe. Empirical science is limited to studying material phenomena, whereas God is metaphysical. It's like asking, why can't we see love under a microscope? Some truths are beyond the scope of scientific measurement.
You're relying on philosophical reasoning rather than empirical evidence. Is there any concrete proof that the universe could not have come into existence without a creator?
Absolutely. Let me outline a few key arguments. First, the fine-tuning argument states that the precise constants of physics suggest a designer. If fundamental forces were slightly different, life would be impossible. Second, the cosmological argument states that everything that begins to exist must have a cause. Since the universe had a beginning, it must have a cause outside of itself, one that is uncaused, eternal, and necessary, which we call God.
Fine-tuning could be the result of a multiverse, where countless universes exist with different physical constants, and we just happen to be in one that supports life. Isn't that a more plausible explanation than a divine creator?
The multiverse hypothesis is speculative and lacks empirical evidence. Even if a multiverse exists, it still doesn't explain why the laws of physics themselves exist in a way that allows universes to form. Who or what set those laws? Design is still the more rational explanation.
Even if I accept that a higher power exists, why should I believe it is intelligent, benevolent, and has a purpose for us? Couldn't it just be a mindless force?
That's a significant question. First, personal experiences, near-death experiences, answered prayers, and moments of deep spiritual connection strongly suggest an intelligent, loving creator. Second, looking at the teachings of various religions, particularly their moral and philosophical depth, it's unlikely they emerged randomly. The wisdom, ethical systems, and transformative impact of religious teachings point toward divine guidance rather than mere human invention.
Pauses, thinking deeply. I must admit, these arguments are compelling. The fine-tuning of a universe and the necessity of a first cause do suggest a higher intelligence. If the universe is so precisely designed, then the probability of a creator seems higher than the idea of it all being mere coincidence.
Exactly. That's why many scientists and philosophers acknowledge that belief in God is not only rational but also provides meaning and purpose to our existence.
Smiles. Perhaps you're right, Tom. Maybe it's time I reconsider my stance and explore these ideas more seriously.
Applause from the audience. The moderator concludes the debate and thanks both participants.